fuck it off, you twat. Anyway, so basically, where am I? I've had a week of just getting really stoned and eating very strong Valium, and it's been really fun.
Life is pretty good, life is rather great. When you have a bloody laugh, be a bloody mate, go to bloody bed, stay a bloody mate.
And I've started making some music. Here's a little sample of I fucking started using Ableton again and sampling my favourite songs, making hip hop beats, and I'm gonna finally actually get around to doing something with all the lyrics I've written. I can feel it, and it's not just because I've been taking loads of drugs. I swear. But this is a little fucking taster. Meet me in the morning, ran it down, 56, there wabba shout, bow, bow, bow. Right, well there's a little sample of that. Also, before this week of lethargicness, there was actually some pretty good progress. I've ordered some ivermectin, that's coming, which is good. So I'm going to start taking that, because I think right now I don't have any symptoms. I've been eating low histamine food. I've been eating the odd snack and that, but I think my histamine levels must be quite low. I feel pretty good. Yeah, I can move about. I'm not ratty. I've got up, done loads of stuff. Just tidied up. And as you can see, I'm doing all right. But this is probably due to the sort of little routine I've got going on. So, first and foremost, I printed out a picture of Wim Hof and I've stuck him above my computer screen because he inspires me to have cold showers, and they really just blow your mind. Like, if you've got a really, really, really cold shower, I really can't... I really can't speak, especially with that bit of porridge in my tooth. I can't value them enough. Like when you're stood in freezing cold water where you are gasping for breath, but you can just relax and not let it tense you up. It's amazing. You feel very at peace, because you put your body under such stress. There's no other stress in the day that can amount to that. So, any little snags, Hoover won't follow you around the house right, you stub your toe, your housemate's being a cunt, then, all those things just seem to just glide over you. My housemate's not a cunt, sorry Baz, I love you. But they just seem to wash over you and just let you be. Fucking stab yourself in the eye with a toothpick. The routine that I will commence again, it is based around diet and cold showers and patience, basically. So what I did when I wanted to really work out what was going on with my diet, because I've switched from eating plants to eating meat, and the low levels of histamine in fresh meats is working well, and I've managing to keep the inflammation right down. But I go on this website here that I'm on now, Chronometer. Here we go. I think it was around the 5th or the 6th. Yeah, okay, so I started on the 6th, and basically what I did is I put all of my food into the chronometer to work out what was going on with my levels of nutrients and well, everything, all the nutrition, all the vitamins, minerals, macros, micros, whatever you want to call them. They come down here. So this is on the so this was on the 6th, and I came on this and I put everything in, and I worked out what I was getting, and I worked out that potassium was lacking a bit. So you can read what you can eat bearing in mind with whether or not you're on a low histamine diet like I am, what you can eat. So you can get stuff from that, and then you go up and you can go calcium. Actually got a calcium supplement, and then there's vitamin K, vitamin E that I could be hitting better, and I just tried to hit all of these targets. The protein levels are way too high. I think I need about 50-60 grams. It's saying 130, which I got because I think I ate a steak that day. Naughty. And then on the 7th I upped it a bit more and managed to hit a few more targets. And I just thought, well, if I'm, here, there and everywhere, if I'm nowhere and I'm just plodding around the house and I've got all this time, I might as well try and put the effort into just sorting out my diet. And by I think the 3rd day, I had pretty much smashed nearly every single one, apart from carbs, but I don't think you need that many carbs. And then on the 4th day, I didn't put any. I just took what I learned from those 3 days on here. I don't want to be putting, food into here every single day, because that's just far too time consuming, and I'm a very busy boy. So anyway, enough of that. Next, I wrote a food diary. I think the food diary actually came before the chronometer, which is what that app is, where you can measure all your dietary needs. I made a food diary of the days when I was really struggling with foods high in histamine, and it was giving me all this inflammation and COVID symptoms. So, dear diary, 1st of January, woke up shivering, not just from the sub-zero temperatures outside, but also from the prospect of another year that could potentially be as fruitfully ripe as the bananas that baked the birthday cakes of the last 29. Blimey, what a start to the year. Felt okay all day after nearly 2 days of low histamine foods, then ate a fish that had been smoked, which had become rich in histamine from the smoking process, so I topped off my temper tantrum with all the crisps and chocolate from my Christmas hamper that Mumsy and my little sister bought me. 2nd of January, feeling awful, tired, achy eyes, no headache. I had a curry, which was high in histamine, and then I started feeling cranky. 3rd of January, had porridge and leftover curry, had me feeling like I'm being shagged by the Grim Reaper. 4th of January, woke up and rang the doctor, not because of how I felt by being, molested by the prospect of death. I rang him to get an appointment to talk about my COVID situation, which I recorded in the last video, and I basically just made this diary. And then I got on to the low histamine foods when I felt amazing. I had porridge, then, a dish I made out of all low histamine foods apart from paprika. Felt slightly irritated in the evening, a little more than usual, maybe because of the high histamine and paprika. I don't even fucking know why I'm bothering to eat at all anymore. Can you survive on potatoes? Okay, so it was a good beginning of the year. 6th of Jan, felt awful in morning because of paprika and dinner. Got better after I got up and had 3 meals, low histamine, boom, done. Now evening, feel great. 7th of Jan, again, crap morning, although new blind situation. I got a new curtain and blind and block out the sunlight because I keep waking up late because I'm sick. Another good day of eating low histamine foods, no flare up in the evening as I write this, need to eat a few more calories. And then I just wrote some notes of what I needed to add to my diet the next day. All of this is very high maintenance and it's not what I want to be doing, hence the week of just lying around in la la land. But it's good to do over the course of a week, or not over a week, until you're better. If you're sick and you're looking for a way to deal with it, I think getting on top of your diet is the number one thing, which is ridiculous because doctors don't even recognise it. The doctor I saw said nothing about food. No, he said, what did he say? I said, I've been eating a low histamine diet, and he said, well, it's not mainstream, is what he said. It's like, well, surely, our whole bodies are made up of all the things that you find in food, right? So surely if our bodies aren't feeling good, you look at what is building your body in the first place. Is like, that's the state that we're in as a species. That is a joke. It's a sad tragedy. And mornings are probably just going to be awful. Slept till 12 again, ate very well, no flare-ups. And then I just wrote like what I could get the calcium, the calcium, the potassium and the folate from, which I added to my diet. So I'm trying to just pile all of these little minor things that were lacking in my diet from the chronometer, you know. But I haven't done I haven't continued the diary or the chronometer. I've just used them initially, and now I keep them in my mind when I go about my day. I think this might be the last video I make about long COVID, because actually no, I will do one more. I'll do one more after I get my I'm gonna get my ivermectin, and I'm gonna shine like a star, baby. So yeah, another video in 2 weeks of how that all pans out. Was there anything else that I've been doing? I think that's all bases covered for now, so it's not a very good video, is it? I don't really know, I don't really care. It's just me in my room, in despair, feeling fair. Pull my hair, please. Bye. Yes, mate, living it large, larger than margarine, when it hits your hips and makes you obscenely fat. Not my problem, because I'm a skinny twig. No matter how hard I try, I never get big.